everyone, welcome back to our Fire Nursing Tutorial YouTube channel. Before starting this video, who all have visited first time on this channel, please do subscribe. In this class, we'll discuss with another very important topic, that is episiotomy. We'll see what is episiotomy, what are all the types, what are all the risk factors, and then what are all the complications. First, we'll see what is episiotomy. We'll see the definition, meaning of episiotomy. And episiotomy is a surgical incision made in the perineum to enlarge a vaginal opening during childbirth. Episiotomy is used in the normal delivery, that is to enlarge the vaginal opening for birth of a baby. Next, we'll see the indications here when to give episiotomy. First one is shoulder dystocia. Here, shoulder dystocia is nothing but a baby's anterior shoulder gets stuck behind the mother's pubic bone, preventing the birth of a baby. That's what shoulder dystocia. First indication is a shoulder dystocia. And then second one is a rigid perineum. Third one is large baby, macrosomia. And then fourth one is a breech delivery. Here, breech delivery is nothing but when the fetus presents bottom down in the uterus. That is breech delivery. And then next one is fetal distress, that is to speed up delivery. And then sixth one is prolonged second stage of labor. And then last one is instrumental delivery, like forceps or vacuum. These are the indications of episiotomy. Next, we'll see the types, very important one. Types of episiotomy. Here we can see the 4 types. We'll discuss with the first type, that is mediolateral. First type is a mediolateral. Here, incision at 45 degree from the midline. And then it is a most common type. And then also less risk of extension to the rectum. And then more muscle fibers are cut. Here, more blood loss and difficult to repair. Next, we'll see the second type, that is median. Here, incision straight down from the vaginal opening, and then less muscle fibers are cut. And then less bleeding, we can see easier to repair, and then less pain. And also higher risk of rectal tear if extended. This is the second type. This one is the third type, that is lateral. It is rarely used. That's 1 centimeter lateral to the midline, and then risk to Bartholin's gland injury. Here Bartholin's glands are located on each side of the vaginal wall, and then it's going to help for the lubrication of vagina. And then next we'll see the fourth type, that is J-shaped. It is also rarely used here, and then curves laterally after initial midline cut. These are the 4 types of episiotomy. Next we'll see the procedure. Here first one is a preparation, how to prepare. Here explain to the patient. Procedure we need to explain to the patient and has to take on the consent, from the patient. And then ensure aseptic conditions. And after that, local anesthesia has to be given, that is 1%, lignocaine is used. And then this one, procedure instruments needed. In procedure instruments needed, that is episiotomy scissor, and then needle holder, forceps, scissors, and then absorbable suturing materials. For example, Vicryl, that is 2 to 0 or 3 to 0. Next, we'll see the structure cut in episiotomy. What are the structures cut in episiotomy? First one, perineal skin, subcutaneous tissue, and then perineal fascia. After that, transverse perineal muscles and bulbospongioses, and then levator animuscle, and then pudendal vessels and nerves. After that, posterior vaginal wall. These are the structures has to be cut in episiotomy. Next, we will see the complications. Complications of episiotomy. Pain will be present, bleeding, infection, and then extension to 3rd or 4th degree tear, and then dyspareunia. Of that, scar formation we can see. These are the complications of episiotomy. Next, we'll see the contraindications. Here, coagulation disorders like hemophilia, von Willebrand diseases, and then also here clotting factor deficiency, and then deep venous thrombosis we can see. And then second one is a known infections, that is active purpose unless benefits outweigh risks. And then here most important is avoid routine episiotomy. This is recommended by WHO, World Health Organization. Next we'll see the episiotomy care, how to take care that episiotomy area. That one. First one is a perineal hygiene, and then give perineal care twice to daily with antiseptic solution and clean episiotomy wound. And then ice packs for swelling, and then pain relief, that is analgesics has to be given prescribed by the physician, and then siege baths, and then observation for infection, and then not sit crossed by legs. This is the care of we need to take. Please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more informative content. Thank you for watching.